Good afternoon. My name is Alena Shautsova. I am an immigration attorney from Brooklyn, New York. In today's Legally Speaking seminar, I would like to talk to you about what happens when somebody marries a US citizen after he or she was served with notice to appear, or after he or she was placed in removal proceedings. Let's say somebody entered the United States on a visitor's visa. They overstayed their visa, and somehow, whatever happened, now they're served with a notice to appear. However, they've been dating somebody or they've been in removal proceedings for a while and now they would like to marry a US citizen. Everybody knows, so most people know, that when you marry a US citizen, you may stay in the United States and go through something called adjustment of status to receive your green card. However, when somebody was already placed in removal proceedings, this process becomes more difficult. The good news is that it's still possible to accomplish it and receive your green card even after you were placed in removal proceedings, but the process will differ a little bit. What happens is that first of all, you need to get legally married. Fiancé status will not be enough to save you from deportation. You need to be legally married, and then your spouse has to file certain application for you. And you will need to submit your application for green card with two different places because you are in removal proceedings. The process of obtaining a green card based on marriage consists of two parts. One is process when a U.S. spouse files a petition for you or non-citizen to be recognized as an immediate relative of the U.S. citizen. And this process starts with filing Form I-130. And the second part of the process is when a non-citizen files for the green card itself, and that application is submitted in Form I-485. But when you are in removal proceedings, you need to know that the judge will not be able to adjudicate two parts of this process. What happens when somebody is in removal proceedings is that USCIS administrative body has jurisdiction over I-130 form, and the court has jurisdiction over I-485 form. So first of all, you or your attorney will have to submit a package, what's called sometimes in New York, Stokes package, to the judge. What is it? What it is a copy of your I-130 and I-485 forms together with supporting evidence that you filed with the USCIS, because you always will file first with USCIS. And that copy is being provided, or originals, because the technically it should be originals with wet signatures, will be provided to the judge. After that, the USCIS will call you for I-130 interview, for the interview for your I-130 form. And sometimes the officer says, well, it's a Stokes package, it's a Stokes interview, but it's not really Stokes interview when you're going to be put in two different rooms. What's going to happen is the interview will be more detailed. Your spouse will have to produce under the law a special statement stating that he or she is marrying you not to overcome immigration problems. And if that interview is passed, you can further proceed with your second portion of your case, or adjustment of status from I-485 with the immigration court. Here, however, many choose to file what's called a motion to terminate your removal proceedings. So you'll be taken completely out of immigration court, and you will be able to file or proceed with your I-485 form with USCIS. So as you see, the process will be more complicated, and if you don't really know what you're doing, it can be frustrating and time-consuming. It's going to be time-consuming really no matter what, but it will be even more delayed if you don't know how and when to file all those application forms. The good news is that it's still possible to obtain your green card based on marriage, even if you are already in immigration court proceedings. Bad news, of course, is that it might be more and it will be a little bit more difficult and longer. I hope this short video was helpful in understanding what's happening and how to proceed with various applications when somebody is in removal proceedings and married a US citizen. If you have more questions, please visit our website www.shautsova.com or call us 917-885-2261. Thank you.